The Shillong Heart Clinic welcomes Dr. Amethyst Bauman, consultant interventional cardiologist, formerly of Medanta, the Medicity. From preventive care to advanced cardiac procedures, your heart is in safe hands. Book now at 9863050899.
Uba Adelbert Nongrum, Emily in North Shillong, Hakasniba Praga Dorbar Mangdanga, Junga Yang Dorbar Tawan Gejala, Haka Arpsan Trek Rumpang at Rio, Lingbag Rule 49A, Junga Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business, Lowanra 0 hour notice, Haloka Kaipot Junga Expert Committee, Haloka Reservation Policy, Yagabla Warra Akayang, Man Hatpatrick Rumpang Arjar Rio. Uba Adelbert Lakdo, Wagalonga Lyngngoh, Bag Reservation Policy, Kasa Kumjuh, Tang Naka Jingdan Kiba Jingmut, Banam Pynkylla ka, but punching shairu, but a Mano kita. Ulang bagi dan ki duplicate ki bapa email si expert committee ban penne ik reservation policy kumbakalong.
A matter which relates to the report of expert committee on the state reservation policy that was tabled in the House just last week. Mr. Speaker, sir, in this 0 hour, I shall be briefing, presenting a few facts and raising questions on some key aspect of the report, which I consider.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker, sir. Sir, let us put the record straight. I think the rule says very, very clearly, when there is any agenda, any business which is relates to each other, so it should be clubbed together and make it one. Because I've seen here next to 0 hour notice, we come to again short duration discussion, the same subject, sir. Sir, I would urge your chair, please, why not you combine together this one, maybe in the form of short duration discussion. Then even the member who brought this 0 hour notice, he can also participate on this. And also the member who brought the short duration discussion, he can also participate in this subject, sir.
No, I decided that the reply will be given at once only to both.
No, sir. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, since the subject is the same, I think from your chair, sir, if you can, before they take up this agenda, I think if you combine it, I think there is no harm. You can combine it together, and we can commit straight away to the short duration discussion, sir. Because otherwise, if you allow him to speak again in the short duration discussion, again he will speak. If he speaks, it's the same subject. So I would like to request you, sir, to kindly combine these together, and then let them also ultimately have a debate, short debate on this.
So, may I have one submission before you give a ruling? So, in fact, this issue is very, very concerned for all of us. So I have submitted to your esteemed office in the form of special motion. Then you are converting into motion. Then you are asking me that will be taken up with this new calendar business. But in the new calendar business, I don't see that there is a subject. So as soon as I...
in the next short duration discussion, the same subject is being discussed.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to submit here. So the office of the Honorable Speaker has decided the list of business for the day, which has your concurrence. Therefore, any deviation from that will be not adhering to the rules as laid down by the Honorable Speaker. So as the Honorable Parliamentary Minister has rightly stated, the two subjects are the same. But in this case, sir, we cannot deviate from the list of business which has been approved by you, sir, and signed by you. Therefore, I request you, sir, that, the decision is yours finally, but these two should be discussed in its submission as a business of the day, sir. This is my request, sir. But avoid the future, that can be considered.
Okay. You may continue, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, and to all honorable member of this August House, especially Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, who is also a parliamentary secretary. Thank you. I will continue with my submission. In this 0 hours, I shall be briefing, presenting a few facts and raising questions on some key aspects of the report, which I consider are important and significant for this August House to be made aware of. Sir, I am going to hold my principle the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, as I firmly believe that what black is black, what white is white. Mr. Speaker, sir, the general public have in the last week been informed through a press release issued by government that the report of the expert committee has recommended retaining the 1972 reservation policy in its present form. That the committee has records to show that a majority of stakeholders have supported continuation of the existing framework and that there are no compelling ground for alteration. As member of the state legislature who have been given copies of the report of the expert committee, it is therefore prudent for us to go through the report and check and see if the press release of the government and what the report actually says is one and the same thing. Mr. Speaker, sir, after carefully examination, I find that one key aspect of the report that is worth questioning is how come the expert committee, while given its recommendation for retaining the 1972 reservation policy, has formed its recommendation on the basis that majority of stakeholders support these views. This aspect, which I'm citing in part 4, volume 19, page 4117 of the report, I have extracted this cover of the report, which was submitted by the expert committee. My first question is how come the expert committee did not make its recommendation on the basis of merits, as was clearly required by the terms of reference. Let me repeat, by the terms of reference. Why was it instead based upon numbers? Surely the task of the expert committee was supposed to review the merit of the state reservation policy and not to conduct a poll on who is in favor of retaining a 1972 reservation policy or who is in favor of change. Had it been known to the general public that the number of submissions made to the expert committee would be taken into account, then that would have been a referendum. And a referendum was clearly not mandated in the terms of reference. Let's come back again to a terms of reference. Seriously, if a referendum had been the scope of the expert committee, then I imagine the number of submissions would surely have been in lakhs. My second question continue with the context of numbers. Mr. Speaker, sir, I find the report finding showing statistic that 84% of representation are in favor of no change to the state reservation policy. On my part, it's highly objectionable and questionable, because I have examined part 3, volume 13 of the report, more precisely at pages 2608 up to 2625. And I find that the expert committee has taken into consideration 547 numbers of representation received either by letter or by email. but only 105 people in total actually turn up at the public hearings conducted at Shillong, at Tura, at Williamnagar, and at Jowai, which means that...
Mr. Speaker, sir, point of order under Rule 49A. The Honourable Member has raised the 0 hour. It clearly indicates under point 49A that immediately after the question hour and before the list of business of the day is entered upon, any member who wants to raise in a matter of grave importance, which cannot be raised under any of the provisions, can do so, and confine his submission not exceeding 5 minutes, sir. So we have exceeded 6.5 minutes. So kindly give me ruling, sir. I mean, rules have to be followed, sir. It's not for everyone's benefit. Also, the Honourable Member will realize. We are governed by the book of rules, sir. Let us follow this.
Please, put in your time. I'll give you 1 more minute.
Sir, in fact, this is the only platform which I would like to express.
You can
not
take part
other
in
platform.
the short during discussion also.
Okay, from my side, I have carefully gone through the submission compiled in Part 3, Volume 14, 15, and 16 of the report, more specifically at pages 2831 up to 3512. And I find a total of 260 duplicate submissions. That is, I found 152 submissions being in emails format having the same content, ditto from start to end. And another 108 submission in another emails format also having some content, ditto from start to end. Mr. Speaker, sir, to ensure that what I have just remarked about the detection of duplicate submissions is backed by verifiable evidence, I have compiled my findings of the duplicates emails on the Excel sheets with data of name of person, submitting address of the person, email, ID, dates and times on which the email was received, along with volumes, number and page number where such submission is contained in the report of the expert committee. And I'm placing the Excel sheet on the table of the House for open scrutiny.
Yes.
As surprise.
It's already
so just only
no.
just
you can take part in
one more minute, sir.
in the short duration discussion.
Okay, then I'll just submit this, my presentation to the table of the House.
Habatin, page bahagi kishap, kashap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki batay kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pet ya kashap plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bada ka bathau bha kam kata ikadur jingki marbam ka jingmat lani ka rukom shed yaki. Balehi panai kita. Kadon ka we ka jingmentoy bakongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition bakam bha ka jingim bakam bha pendon kam daki marba medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.